Hi there. My name is Paula and I am from Beyond the Maze. We are a virtual assistant business based in Australia with both an Australian and an offshore team. Today, my topic is around AI and in particular, Chat GPT. Now, there's so much talk about these AI programs at the moment, with the main one being Chat GPT that everybody is talking about. And I wanted to talk today about using AI in your business and also using a VA for AI in your business. Now, some people might be worried about AI, others are embracing it, or some of you haven't even heard about it and really kind of just gone, oh, I'll worry about that later. But I can tell you with the information that I've been looking into and hearing and things like that, that AI is growing at an exponential rate. And Chat GPT has just taken off like wildfire, basically. So the things that I have used in my business Chat GPT for is writing me some scripts for to do some videos, writing me some blogs, asking it questions. So for example, the other day, I've been mucking around for months with my website trying to change just one little thing in it that was hiding behind a few different layers of things in my website. Now, I'm not a web designer by any means, but currently my website doesn't actually have somebody that looks after it because that person had retired and I'm in the process of finding someone. So I've had to do this myself and I just couldn't work out how to do it. And I was Googling it and everything, and I was in all these different places, and I kind of kept giving up to different areas. And I'd come back to it and I had a look and I still couldn't find it. And my husband said to me, well, why don't you just ask Chat GPT? And I was like, oh, it's not going to know that. Like, that's ridiculous. That's not really what I've been using it for. So I went in there and I asked it, and it gave me the instructions on how to do what I needed to do, but it wasn't quite right. So I went back to it and just put in one more, what happens if it's hiding behind this? And then it spat out some more instructions for me, and I actually did the job, which just blew my mind to think that I could just be like, it was like his live chat program, which I hadn't really thought, even though the name says it, hadn't really thought of it as someone you could kind of chat with to ask questions. It was more write me a blog on this topic and it would spit out all this information. So it kind of went, oh, okay, I can use it for so much more than that. And there's probably a lot of people out there that maybe you haven't even tried it, or you're not really sure, like me, what to use it for. So the things that so far I have used it for is obviously writing me scripts. I'm writing a course at the moment and I've got my list of topics that I want to cover. And I thought I'll just throw it through Chat GPT and just see what it suggests those topics should be. And there was a couple of other topics that I could incorporate, that it mentioned to me that I could incorporate into that course. And I was like, oh yeah, I hadn't even really thought of that. So that was cool. And then the other thing I did the other day, and in 15 minutes I did this, is that I produced myself a introduction video for my induction program for new employees. Literally all I did is I went to Chat GPT and I said, write me a script for an induction video for a new employee. Oh, sorry, a welcome induction video for a new employee. So it gave me that script. I took that script, I took about 5 minutes to maybe edit it, maybe a little bit longer, and put in obviously my details being Beyond the Maze and what the induction video was going to cover, because obviously it didn't know that. And then I took it into and put it into another program called 11 Labels. And that program will then convert it into a speaking voice. You can choose what voice that you want and play around with it. And that was also a free program at the moment. So is Chat GPT at the moment. Obviously, you could pay for higher level subscriptions on these things. Once I put it in 11 Labels and I got my voice, I then put it over to a program called D-ID, and that did the avatar and the video for me. This one was just a trial, so you have to pay for that. And I think you get a 5-day trial to have a play with it. I think it's 5 days. And it also gives you a voiceover based on the script. But what I found with the trial one is that the length of the script I have was just too long for it, and it wouldn't do it under the trial. And I also didn't really like the voices on that one. But I'm sure if I spent more time on it and dug a bit deeper, I'd probably find a voice that I liked. And maybe, which I haven't investigated, maybe you could put your own voice in it. But again, I'm not sure. So the other thing, so then what I did is I imported that voice recording that 11 Labels did for me and put that into DID. So if you wanted to use your own voice, then yes, you could do that recording and do that yourself. And then I chose a templated avatar, but from what I understand, you can build an avatar to make it look like whatever person that you want. And it had that avatar then speaking that script and produced me a video. So in less than 15 minutes, I had this introduction video for my induction training program. And I will be using these programs to build my induction training program as a whole, because it's going to be so much quicker. Now, you might think, where does a VA fit in all that? And wouldn't that just replace a VA role? Well, kind of yes and no. Obviously, if you have a VA that you're using to write your blogs and produce content and all that sort of thing, then yes, it's probably going to replace that, but not fully. It'll still need human intervention to make sure that the style of voice is still you, that the wording is still you, and that what it's trying to say is still the topic that you are trying to portray. So if you've got a VA that you've been working with for a while, or a VA that you want to do this, then after a while, both of you will get into a swing of what your voice is, or you might already be there if you're using an existing VA. And that VA then can just tweak the information that something like ChatGPT is pulling out for you. A VA can also then go and post that to your website as a blog for you, so you don't have to do that. And it can also, and so can probably ChatGPT, do summary posts for you to put on your Facebook page or LinkedIn or whatever social media that you want. And then your VA can then go and post that and put pictures and call to actions and all that sort of thing with it as well. So AI can definitely be used in integration with your VA, and it just makes your VA a lot more valuable to you, because they're not doing these tasks that are taking longer to do. So therefore you can utilize their time for more of that higher end stuff, like maybe posting to Facebook and following up and keeping people engaged on Facebook. And I say Facebook as a term for all social media. So whatever you're using. And so keeping people engaged, reaching out to people, doing your sales, doing your marketing, all that sort of side of things, you can keep paying your VA, and they could be doing more for you to grow your business. Rather than using AI to replace them, you're using AI to enhance them. So that's from me today, and that's just based on my experience in using it in the last few weeks as a virtual assistant, and seeing how that can help us do a great job for you as a business owner and helping you grow your business and automating it as much as possible. So check it out. Have a look. Just Google AI apps or AI programs, and you'll find so many of them out there. It's not just ChatGPT, and see what works for you. Have a bit of a play. For me, I say that AI is like the new Pinterest, because if you're anything like me and wasted a lot of time on Pinterest or Canva, then this is just going to send you out the door in all the different apps you can use and play with and see what's right for your business. So that's it from me now. If you wanted to talk to us about using a VA in your business, then click on the link below and book in a time with us and we'll have a chat. Paula from Beyond the Maze. Bye for now.